In today's video, we're going to talk about the Flash test screening that has caused a rift in the multiverse of the Twitter sphere because insiders are literally saying inconsistent things that make people think they were right and make people think they were wrong and make people think they've got no idea what they're on about and they're just saying stuff for clout. So yo, what is freaking good, YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any Marvel, DC, pop culture based content we do on the daily. If you want to see what the face behind the voice looks like, just check us out on Instagram at Warstu. And if you want to follow me on the Twitter sphere, I've got like 40 followers over there. Just check us out on the Twitter sphere, Warstu G. So there has been multiple test screenings of the Flash. The first one being Monday night, as far as I'm aware, but information only started to come out Tuesday, Wednesday night-ish. Now, what is interesting here is usually if you go to a test screening, you have to sign a non-disclosure agreement, and it's basically like saying you're not going to say any single details to anyone. But of course, Twitter influencers or scoopers somehow get access to this, and I've been sent a bunch of stuff as well. But we're only going to talk about stuff that's publicly out there on the Twitter sphere from Twitter influencers. So the Flash news page, pretty cool, at Flash Film News, basically, has posted a bunch of stuff saying the Flash tested and it test screened well. We heard the response was positive regarding the Flash test screening. Now, this is kind of subjective because it all depends what your demographic is inside the actual test screening. So after hearing some details coming out of the Flash test screening, this tweet was worth going over. So essentially, this was said months ago. This movie is a bit of a hinge in the sense that it represents a story that implies a unified universe where all the cinematic alliteration that we've seen before are valid. Machete said it's exclusive in the sense that it is saying all that you've seen exists and everything that you will see exists in the same unified multiverse. Well done, Andy Machete. You've just actually explained what a multiverse is. So the SnyderVerse is freaking canon. So resident DJ Grace Randolph had this to say on the Twitter sphere. Basically, the Flash movie will put the SnyderVerse off to the side for Warner Bros. To access it should they so choose sometime in the future. What I find interesting about Grace Randolph is as soon as the Zack Snyder Justice League movie came out, she was on board saying, yeah, there's going to be Justice League 2, etc. Then she was like, nah, bruh, there's no chance. Then she's like, Batfleck dies. Now all of a sudden, Batfleck doesn't die. It's almost to me that some of these Twitter influencers with very high follow count are told to say these things because it's like, okay, everyone for a year thought that Ben Affleck Batman was going to be killed off. Now he isn't going to be killed off. Make your mind up. And you've got to understand, there is 15 months till the movie comes out, give or take. Doesn't come out till 2023 summer. We're not even in 2022 summer yet. And also you have to factor in that the Warner Media merger with Discovery is happening. Reshoots will happen. The main star, Ezra Miller, will probably have to do reshoots if he can stay out of jail because for some reason, Ezra Miller is untouchable. They recasted Johnny Depp for something, for doing literally nothing, but for some reason, Ezra Miller attacking people somehow is untouchable. So will Ezra Miller actually even be the Flash when it comes to the time of the Flash movie? Let's go on to see what else Grace said. The SnyderVerse is still largely removed from the DCEU with the changes I told you. R.E. Keaton, Batman, Supergirl. I don't really think you can take creditation for that scoop. So it's almost to me like Warner Bros. Have seen the SnyderVerse, how strong it is, the fact that Zack Snyder won an Oscar for it, and they're like, okay, yeah, we're gonna show people the version where the SnyderVerse is still there if they want to pick it up. Now, the SnyderVerse is and will always be an HBO Max kind of thing. So it's not going anywhere. It was never going anywhere because their literal explanation of a multiverse means that it's not going anywhere, period. So, Viewer Anon posted Zack Snyder Justice League image, then posted a really expensive camera saying Canon. So, Zack Snyder Justice League is Canon. Also, Viewer Anon posted this. I would caution the movie can change a lot in 15 months, but I'll say this. The people I spoke to who have seen the Flash movie last night it's not the first test screening, have liked it. That's probably the most important thing in the end. Very interesting. So people like the test screening, but as I said, it depends on the demographic of test screening. Everything can change. Everything can really change. And then you got information saying, yo, Christian Bale's in the movie. Christian Bale's in the movie. And I've seen a few tweets said, yeah, the Flash movie is going to be the greatest movie of 2023. Is it though? Is it though? We don't know. We're not being subjective or objective here. We are just going over stuff. And then Viewer Anon's like, no, Christian Bale's not in the Flash movie. But from what we're hearing, there there is some big surprises in the Flash movie that you won't see coming. So the biggest surprise is the Superman talk. Everyone was worried about Ben Affleck, Batman being killed off. They didn't even think what was going on with Henry Cavill. Now, as I've been told multiple times, Henry Cavill is definitely in this movie. But there's an exclusive out here. An exclusive. Sasha Kali, Supergirl, replacing Henry Cavill Superman. Now, we knew that. We knew that. But the details coming out here. According to our sources, come on, lads. Come on, lads at Screen Geek. It's not a source. You spoke to someone that went to test screening. That is not a source. Newly casted Supergirl actress Sasha Kali is playing the Carol Danvers version of the character and will replace Superman actor Henry Cavill as DCEU's last survivor of Krypton. In the new rebooted timeline, the Kryptonian villain Zod kills Henry Cavill Superman as a baby. As a baby. So let me get this straight. Warner Brothers thought Joker and Harley Quinn violence was too much, but you're willing to kill baby Superman. Really? Is this really the direction you're going in? You're gonna kill off Henry Cavill Superman, so essentially retconning whatever happened in Man of Steel to the point where it might not even happen. We know that multiple actors from Superman, Man of Steel, are returning, maybe for this scene, and we know they're definitely in the movie, so irrespective of what your source says, we know this is probably going to be true. Yo, Warstu, you said Henry Cavill was in the movie. It just said Henry Cavill was in the movie. So, resident DJ, I think he's a DJ, Casey Walsh had this to say: The Flash is very much a DC reboot. A new universe will be born by the end of it. And the DCEU, you know, will be completely different. So while some may rejoice at the possibility for the future, others will face the reality that some characters aren't longer for the world. And then he's posted a gif of Mr. Henry Cavill Superman waving. So realistically, guys, is there actually any new information that's come out in the past 3 days that wasn't already out there? No. All this information was already out there. We already know that Sasha Kali was taking the front seat over Superman short term. But what you're not factoring in is David Zaslav literally said in one of his first statements he wants to bring Batman and Superman back to being pinnacle. So this report is saying there is no cinematic Superman at all. There's just going to be a Sasha Kali Supergirl. And don't get me wrong, I think it's really cool. I can't wait to see her alliteration of it. It's just the storyline's a bit weird. Let's kill off young Superman, baby Superman, and replace it with Supergirl, even though Henry Cavill is more than willing to return, more than willing, and from what I've personally heard, he is going to appear in Black Adam, Shazam, and or The Flash. I mean, I'm not going to talk about things I've heard behind the scenes that aren't out in the public because I'm not a scooper, I'm not a leaker. I don't understand why some of you guys seem to think this. Yes, just because I get told things, that does not make me a scooper. That means people tell me things. That's it. I'm not a scooper at all. So I'm not going to talk about any external information that I have that hasn't been public reported until it actually is reported. I just find all this information very fascinating. And that's the time I'm recording this. SnyderVerse has over 7,000 tweets. Henry Cavill Superman has over 3,000 tweets. And Multiverse of Madness has 0 tweets. I do find that very fascinating. So the Flash Film News also tweeted, we heard the response was very positive, and they also said that The Flash 2 has pretty much been greenlit. Expect Reverse Flash. You can't really have Reverse Flash without the Flash, and you can't have the Flash without the Reverse Flash. Now, what is interesting is, whilst responding to a Reddit post, Nicolas Cage said, might still be a chance he could appear as Superman. Would it matter how much time I appeared as the character Cage suggested? There might be a chance that Nicolas Cage Superman might appear in this movie. There's so many ludicrous, mad reports now about who's going to appear in the movie, to the point where I'm also hearing that Warstu could appear in the movie, but I've got an exclusive. Yeah, he's not in the movie at all. So I know a lot of people aren't going to be positive about this, but it says what everyone's been saying all along. The Snyderverse can be restored if Discovery, not Warner Bros. Warner Bros. Don't have the power anymore. If Discovery wants to restore everything. And something you have to factor in is they are building up to Final Crisis. Oh wait, Zack Snyder, Final Crisis book behind the turkey on Thanksgiving Day. Oh my God, it's almost like they've spoken to him already. Oh my God, it's all aligning. The stars are aligning. Everything is freaking aligning. And yeah, I guess you do have to give some creditation to the fact that this was the original script. They've not changed anything, but obviously there will always be multiple takes. So Toby Emmerich and Hamada, we don't need to apologize to them, but Toby Emmerich and Hamada have test screen the version where the Snyderverse can still stay in order to save their jobs. So I'm not like other YouTubers. I see everything from the full spectrum. I see everything from all sides. So when I've been saying the Snyderverse is restored, that is factually correct. It is restored because it never went anywhere. It's just the case, is Discovery going to do anything about it? That's it. is Discovery going to do anything about it? I really think this is going to split the fandom massively if the information about Henry Cavill Superman being killed off and Sasha Calle's Supergirl taking over. Now, I don't know if that is true. I really don't. As I said, I will not talk about anything that hasn't publicly been tweeted or isn't publicly out there. But I don't think you need to worry. You really don't need to worry about the future of Superman or the future of Batman. So, who is the villain for this movie? I don't know. But if you go based on rumors, it will be the Black Flash, because if you're actually a fan of comic books and you're a fan of the Flash, you would know that if anyone messes up the timeline, Black Flash will come get you. Essentially, Black Flash is the Grim Reaper of the Speed Force. So if you mess up the timeline, he's going to come after you. And as for the Kirstie Clemens Iris West, she is in the Flash movie. There will be some scene where they talk about previously meeting and they didn't meet in the Sweden cut. This makes the Snyder cut frickin' canon forever. I don't understand why I have to keep saying that. So like always, guys, please let me know everything you think down below. I'm very interested to see your take on everything that's come out in the last few days or so. Sorry it's taken me so long to get to this video, but I've been doing a bunch of stuff in real life. So like always, guys, please subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, share the video everywhere. It helps the channel grow. Just want to thank everybody for the love and support we've been getting recently on this channel. Also for the love and support we get on Instagram at Warstu. I've had a bunch of new followers over there, and I've had a bunch of new followers on Twitter, WarstuG. And if you could follow me on Instagram at Warstu and on Twitter, WarstuG, that would be much appreciated. So like always, guys, I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.